Hi Capricorn, welcome to your weekly scopes. Please keep in mind this is only a general reading. Take what it feels right and with what resonates with your own life experiences at the moment. So, Capricorn, a week to ground yourself. Usually you are very grounded and usually you have a very strong sense of uh, being connected with the earth realm, with the physical aspects of life, like work, finances, health, how to establish, how to be driven by your ambition and your desires. But for whatever reason, that may have been a little bit imbalanced or off. So your own abilities to be really grounded, really practical, pragmatic, um, intuitively knowing of how to handle those aspects of life that many people have trouble with, which is being in the here and now in the incarnation realm. That has been a little bit off with ups and downs. Probably because you felt this urge to devote yourself to something more, even wanting to go in a direction where you were able to be much more free, much more uh, released from aspects of that daily life that were creating a sense of attachment, of being chained to the responsibilities and the circumstances that really didn't allow you to be as young and carefree as you would like. But in some sense, it's about balancing those aspects, because maybe you focused on being young and free and carefree without really paying attention to your own nature, which is finding a way to do that in a way that it's not imbalancing your own strengths and potentials, which is the earth, which is the physical realm, which may have led you to some disappointments, or things didn't working out on that road of being more carefree and more uh, daring, because you've done it probably, or you try you have tried to do it as an escapism, as a way of running away from the responsibilities. And now it's getting back to you, in a sense that your inability to understand that you have to promote and create that state of um, innocence within yourself, to express it out in a way that it's real, in a way that it's not projection, in a way that it's not escapism and illusion. Because many times when we desperately want something and we get to that point of saturation, we do it, but we do it in a way that it's not real, because we are forgetting other aspects we are not really wanting to pay attention to. So there can be a theme about that, about things you have been neglecting about yourself in order to go to this direction of innocence, of inner child work that needs work, but you're not quite in the direction you want to. That's also the message. But this week, that can be evident. It could be evident to you things that are still holding you, chains you still need to break, and also understand that you cannot lose parts of yourself. In order to go to a process you may perceive as being much more, or you perceive as being much more free and much more allowing of your emotional self. It's about integration of both aspects. So, in one hand, you have the Queen of Pentacles reversed, which, if she was a pride, usually she is associated with the earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So usually she's a queen that's very in touch with the earth qualities, with being pragmatic, knowing how to handle her life, her assets, being really in touch with her body, with her inner understanding of life itself. But then it's reversed. So this week you may feel like you're not really um, you're not really wanting to devote yourself to those matters. You're not really wanting to be in a pragmatic state of being because you're tired of it. You're tired of it. You're tired of having to worry so much about every single thing. But the opportunity here is for you to understand that, again, you cannot lose innate part of yourself in the process. You have to integrate it. You cannot lose. You are a Queen of Pentacles naturally. So if you are in the reverse, it means that you are not connected with who you are. You're not connected with your strength, with your potentials, with your essence, because you're seeing it. You're seeing those traits of a Capricorn. You're seeing those traits as a blockage, as something that is not allowing you the Page of Cups, which is the challenge, which is to be this carefree, loving, loving child, just worried about the creative aspects of life, of having a good life, of enjoying itself, of promoting a work of the inner child, but in kind of a responsible way, in an escapist way, because it's reversed. So definitely there's things here dealing with wanting to escape in a way that may be a little bit irresponsible towards. It's not about being irresponsible because you're wanting to change. It's because you are being irresponsible or trying to be irresponsible as a way to get away from, to run, to avoid things you still need to work on your own essence, on your own sense of who you are and the power you have within you, which is huge. And I also say this because the advice card is the devil, which is a card that naturally is associated with you. So you can see as an opportunity you have yourself or the traits of yourself reversed, and advice you have yourself. There's nothing wrong with who you are. It's a message for you also this week. There's nothing wrong with being ambitious, with having ambition, with having this need and this crave to accomplish something. Whatever it is your goal, whatever it is your ambition, whatever it is your driving motion to get to a state of inner and outer recognition of something you have put your effort into. The advice is also to look to those places you are denying, to look to those chains, the real chains that are holding you, in the aspect of you not really wanting to do anything about what you really need to do, which is to work on yourself. Yes, you can go out there and have new fun experiences and be much more daring and much more childish and much more fun, but if it's not integrated with who you are, if it's not coming from a place of uh, soul language within you, it's not going to pay off, because sooner or later you will be faced with the devil. You will be faced with the things you are denying and aspects of yourself you are rejecting, because maybe you began understanding that there's something wrong with your darker aspects. There's something wrong with your thirst for something, whatever it is, and there is not. So it's about remembering who you are, acknowledging that there's nothing wrong with you, but also seeing the places you are really needing to change and the places you are really needing to put yourself with a different perspective where you can put this queen balanced out, which is she is nurturing, she is loving as well. She is the mom who stays home and takes care of the children within a very practical way. She's the person that knows what it's needed to be done in order to get to the child. So you have to work on yourself and the issues you may be rejecting, so you can get to the real inner child that it's wanting to surface, to the real inner child that's there, not the one you're trying to create out of escapism or out of uh, being so just tired of everything, that everything works as it's not being within you. Because being within you right now can be scary because you see the devil. But the devil is really misunderstood, in my opinion. It's about our survival instincts. So things might be, feelings and primal instincts on you might be heightened in all senses, and that can scare you. And that can make you withdraw to the sense of not wanting to deal with those aspects of yourself, either being irresponsible, either not wanting to compromise, not wanting to achieve, getting away from your responsibilities, but in a way that is just out of fear of who you are. So this week is also a very good week to do some shadow work. As you do the shadow work, you can then do the child work and the inner child connection in a real way, which I think is the message for you. It's about really uh, not being afraid of who you are anymore, not understanding that it's not about running away from who you are, that you get to a place of a place of relaxation, a place of just not having to worry so much. You can get there anytime, but the first thing is you need to accept things. You need to accept addictions you have within yourself. You have to accept your own places of toxicity so you can start doing something about it. You have to take responsibility for who you are. So Capricorn, I wish you a great week. Thank you for listening, liking, subscribing, and hopefully we'll see each other next week.